As I said in my top 10 Heroforge tip video, I believe that one of the most useful things to set up for yourself, not only for quality but more so to save yourself time, is to create pre-made base templates. These will give you a really nice starting point for most new models you make, especially if you're a world builder who uses similar settings for a lot of your models. But I promised I would give out a few of these, so here you go. This video isn't some long lesson about how you create these, since it's already pretty obvious, to be honest. Rather, this is just a bit of a handout, you know, like in the description below you will find several links to a few of the base templates that I personally use. So we have streets, basic stone colors for a city street. Overgrown streets, much like the basic ones but with greener highlights and some added vegetation. Gritty streets, very much the same but much darker and with grimy highlights to make it extra dirty looking. Desert streets, for people who like sand, I guess. I don't like sand, okay? It's rough and coarse and irritating and it gets everywhere. Snowy streets, for all of you Game of Thrones fans. And black streets, for all of your evil dark city needs. Black marble, this is a single color base, so it's very simple. And respectively white marble, right? Now, since we're getting fancy, here's also one which utilizes decal kit patching. I call this one cathedral floor pattern, but it can really be whatever. It's just a nice pattern on a flat floor. A fancy treasure room for all of your Scrooge McDuck characters. A ship deck with nice decaled up bottles. Okay, and now a big batch of the grassy base templates. These are great, I use them a lot. Forest base, fields base, just a bit less saturated, dry desert fields base, snowy grass base, jungle base, dark forest base. I love this one. The blue undertones make it look really spooky. And finally, you know me, a swamp base, you know, with extra mushrooms, okay? Lastly, we have a few niche ones. We have a war zone base. This one has decal kit matching for tank tracks and bullets plus rocks. We have a nuclear sign, also made with decal kit matching. Wasteland rocks or desert rocks, it can be either or. A beach base, of course, with nice little shells on it. And in a similar vein, we have the ocean floor base made darker to simulate being underwater. And finally, we have this dark ritual base. I've used this in a few videos by now, so it's probably nothing new, but damn, is it cool, okay? And there we go, that is that. Note that on all of these there's just a little bit of a floating skull on top of them. Like, it's a glitch I use to hide the body so that you can focus on the actual base, but you can easily make it a normal character by just changing species, so don't get worried about the fact that there's a glitch involved. These also all have slightly altered booth lighting as well as with preset backgrounds, but if you don't have Pro you won't notice those anyway since they won't apply, and if you do have Pro you can either keep them in the booth or you can edit them as you please. It's entirely up to you. Now, as I said, all of the links will be in the description below for these. I hope you'll find at least some of these useful, and if you have any suggestions of what other preset handouts I can do, like for example poses, which I am working on, then let me know in the comments below. And of course, finally, goodbye until next time. Farewell.